Hi, I'm Robin Merrill, and we're at the Upper Room Art Gallery in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. This is a show of Ann Wizer's work called Recycling Urban Truths. Ann is an American artist working in Asia, and we're very privileged to have her solo show here. And her theme is urbanization issues, waste, overdevelopment, traffic, and how all of these things affect both nature and the loss of traditional architecture and human beings. The chandelier is part of an installation that Ann has made called Chicken Joy, and it is about how fast food contributes to the waste chain. And this chandelier is made from cast chicken bones, cast in resin, different colors of resin, and those are all chicken bones, which you'll see a lot of when people are eating chicken as part of their fast food. And people see a lot of chicken bones in the dump. She works with dump dwellers who recycle and work through all this. The chickens are made from recycled egg cartons, and their relief, she's done a sculpture of the chickens' body parts, their skeletal structure, their innards, and it's just a statement on the chickens and how they're part of our food chain and also then become a part of the recycling chain. And these are very interesting, made with the fast food cups that would come from the same fast food type chains. And she's taken the cups and she's flattened them in a special process that she has, and she does a lot of sewing. She's sewn these fast food cups onto a pair of pants. This is one of Ann's urban prayer wheels, and it's literally made from old wheels, old rubber tires, which she has stitched together in the shape of a mandala. It's a very familiar prayer circle, prayer wheel. And she has done a whimsical approach of stitching a prayer into this wheel, and it has to do with traffic. So Ann is taking these concepts of urbanization, of overdevelopment, of traffic, of all the things that come with it, and a lot of tension that we all experience when we're caught in traffic. And therefore, this is a prayer about traffic. Now I'm zooming down the street. I pray the road my car to keep. If I should crash before I brake, I pray the Lord my tires to take. And this theme is on skyscrapers and how we've overdeveloped in the cities, and the birds have nowhere to go because the trees are gone, and the skyscrapers are filling up the air, and the air's dirty and gray, and the loss of habitat. This is a piece called Brain Scan, and they are multimedia pieces. This is two panels. There's a brain that's crossing from one panel to the other, and that brain is also a map, and you'll see tributaries and rivers and roads. And the concept on these pieces is, how are we planning our cities? Are we using our brains? Are we using our heart? And what are we doing when we plan cities? You'll see people who are from the rural areas, planters, farmers, being drawn into the city. What is it that they find when they get there? The man with the holding towards his heart, that's also a brain. What are we using when we think about how we're developing a city, and what is the city for? This third piece is also called Brain Scan. On the bottom are skyscrapers that are bent into car tires. Again, there's so much traffic when you deal with a lot of skyscrapers. And stitched into this piece are little bees, and those bees are saying beware. And also the fact that we've lost so many honeybees and bees in our environment due to overdevelopment issues and loss of habitat. So there's a lot of different things going on in this piece that is a part of the Brain Scan series. This is a vest, and it's made from old plastics that have been thrown away. It's a statement piece, again, about how people work and live amongst these elements. One of Ann's sculptural pieces from her series called XSProject, and I affectionately call him Button Boy. It's made from all different caps and things, plastics that are found within the dump, and this is what children and adults would actually be scavenging through, and that are on traffic issues in urban development. They're stitched onto a black and white photograph. It's a car, it's a two-part series, as you can see, a car zooming down the road. Anne likes to stitch quite a bit, so you have the stitching element on top of a photograph, and the frames are again made from the galvanized steel that are a lot of public utility vehicles in Asia and developing countries are made from this type of a steel. You'll see it quite often in traffic. So these are small pieces. The title is Such Longings. And this is a chair that Anne has made all from plastics, and these are non-biodegradable single-use plastic packaging, which have all been hand cut by the people that she works amongst. She has a foundation called XSProject in Jakarta, Indonesia, and it's got a clear vinyl over the front. She works with a master furniture designer, and it is indeed very comfortable piece of furniture. It's one of a kind, and it is a great statement piece about all of the plastic packaging that we produce. This is a set of 4 watercolor paintings called Pulse Rate, and these are watercolors underneath kind of a faceted reflective glass, and then the handmade frames are also made from the galvanized steel that are used in public utility vehicles, but they're also in the shape of a brake drum. And the statement here is about how our pulse rate goes up in traffic. This series of 6 is called Delete from Memory, and it is about the loss of traditional architecture. What you will see are photographs of cement parking garages, which tend to show up in major urban cities. And these photographs are actually done in 6 completely different countries, and yet the same cement parking garage can be seen in each of the different countries. And on top of that photograph, she has stitched the architecture that would have been found in that location before the cement parking garage came. So the 6th one on the wall is actually a photograph of melting ice in an ice cube tray. And then she's drawn a skyscraper around that image, and the photographs of the skyscrapers underneath also resemble ice cube trays. And this whole idea is how many skyscrapers are just over air conditioned. We have to keep them so cold, and if it's hot outside, you're walking from the inside to the outside, and you're hot, cold, and oftentimes it's very bad for your health to keep going from a very over air conditioned environment out into the regular temperature. Thank you for taking this tour of Anne Wizer's work at the Upper Room Art Gallery. If you have inquiries regarding any individual prices on works, just contact us here at the gallery or online, and we hope to see you soon.